In this video, I'm going to be installing into my Skeeter bass boat one of the coolest new products in the marine industry, the Siren 3 Pro. My name is Tyler Anderson, and let's jump into it. So the sensors that I picked up to pair with my Siren 3 Pro are 3 individual entry sensors for all of my rod lockers and tackle storage up here on the front of my boat. Then I have an extra battery sensor because I have 5 batteries in the back compartment. So this one will go for my 3-bank trolling motor battery setup. And then I have a high water sensor in case my boat ever starts to take on water in the bilge compartment and I'm unaware. This thing is going to be extra important. Now, of course, I'm going to show you how to install all of these, but you have to start. If you're going to install Siren products in your boat at home, you have to start with the main hub. So when you open the Siren 3 Pro box, you're going to find the main unit, any accessories, wires, and cables, and of course, the instructions. Hopefully this video is clear enough to give you guys a good picture and great instruction on how to install for yourself, but if you have any questions, always refer back to the instructions. So the first step of installation is going to be flipping the unit around, taking the sticker off, unscrewing the 4 fasteners, and installing the internal battery. This internal battery is meant to be kind of a backup because the Siren 3 Pro is hardwired to one of my main boat batteries, but just make sure you have that installed properly. Next, you're going to take the 2 antennas that come in the box with the Siren 3 Pro and thread them onto the corresponding fittings. So the bigger, fatter one here is meant for the cellular connection, so it threads onto the cellular, and this one is for the wireless sensors in the rest of the boat. That one goes on the wireless sensor fitting. It's pretty foolproof, as you can tell. Following this, you're going to take the main wire harness that comes in the box, and you're going to find the red wire, the brown wire, and the black wire. Let's tell you what these mean. The red wire is the positive for one battery, the brown wire is the positive for another battery, and our black wire is a shared ground. So the first thing you're going to do is take a wire stripper if you have one, and especially if you need one. The wires came out of the box pretty perfect today, so I don't need a wire stripper. Then I'm going to take our ring terminals right here that fit the battery size and put one on each one of these 3 wires. And then it's time to put the red and the black wires on the positive and negative of your main battery, and then the brown on a positive of your second battery you want to monitor using Siren 3 Pro. So we now have the power supply and monitoring cable attached to my cranking battery and my electronics only battery with those 3 wires like I mentioned. And now it's time to find a good place to house the main unit here and the bracket that it easily clips into. Now this thing is designed, the Siren Pro 3, to be mounted vertically with the antennas facing straight up, and of course nothing obstructing, hindering them from getting signal from the sensors and sending them, of course, to your phone when something goes wrong. And so I found a nice place to mount it right back here behind my batteries and also on the back side of my port storage unit. Now there are 2 more steps before you have this thing fully installed inside of your boat. The first one being, go to the Siren Marine app and register your product with the app. That way you're connected to the worldwide Siren Marine network. And it is super easy. You put in the serial number and any other relevant information and you are fully connected. Then you are ready to take the power supply cord that earlier on in this instructional we connected to my 2 batteries back here, plug that into the harness 1 section of the Siren 3 Pro, and then you can finally clip that thing into the back and you are done installing the Siren 3 Pro head hub unit. So that is it for the installation on the Siren 3 Pro main hub unit. But like I talked about in the beginning, for safety and security in my bass boat, I have some awesome other wireless sensors that connect and talk to the main hub unit. So I say we get these things installed. Now opening up the box, you're going to find the main sensor that looks relatively similar for all of the Siren sensors, and then any other accessories that come in the box are needed for that individual sensor. So here for the wireless entry sensor, we have a magnetized piece here that connects with your Siren sensor, and when these 2 are disconnected, aka somebody's opened up your latch, it is going to alert your cell phone, which is so awesome. But before you install the battery that comes inside of the box, of course, to power this sensor, make sure you connect it to your Siren Marine app, which is so easy. You can have as many sensors as you want connected to that app. It is super easy to tell the app exactly what this sensor is for. That way it speaks the right language to your hub unit. So now that we've installed all 3 wireless entry sensors into the front of my Skeeter and confirmed they are working and connected to the Siren Pro 3 and my Siren app, we have 2 more sensors here for the back bilge compartment of my boat. We have a high water sensor and we have a wireless battery sensor. This one's going to be used for my 3 trolling motor batteries. Now the procedure when it comes to these is they both have a tail or an accessory that attaches to the bottom of the sensor. So you're going to want to plug in the tail right there, and then connect this to your Siren Marine app, and you are ready to go when it comes to putting the actual high water sensor in your boat and your wireless battery sensor, connecting it to one of the batteries in your bank. With my boat, it is a 3 battery trolling motor bank. Now when it comes to the high water sensor, you're going to want to put this thing that actually senses the water somewhere in your bilge compartment, the bottom of your boat, where the highest water you're comfortable with getting to. That's where you're going to want to put this, because if your water gets any higher, of course, that can be detrimental to all of your batteries in your gear. You're going to want this sensor right here to tell you exactly when the water reaches that level. So this has been an installation of the entire Siren 3 Pro system for my boat and the sensors, but it can do so much more. The Siren Marine network is awesome and can do so many things to help you as a boater. My name's Tyler. We'll see you guys out there on the water.